Welcome to my pantry. I am specifically in the canning pantry right now because you guys, it is pretty empty. I think the last time I canned anything was when I did these meals in a jar, which was in March. It's currently November, so that's 8 months that I haven't canned anything, which is probably the longest I've ever gone. I didn't can anything this summer because I didn't get a whole lot of tomatoes. I didn't need any zucchini pineapple, so I just haven't done very much canning. I also have a lot of different things in here, but there's like a few of each of them. So I was trying to like use up everything that I had before I made more. So I think I'm to the point where I can pretty much do that. I did reorganize this the other day and I'm ready to show you where we're starting. And then we need to get on stocking this. So over the next few weeks, I plan to fill up this pantry for the winter season and I'm so ready to do it. I use the canned food all the time. It's just sometimes when you make a batch of like 18 of something, it takes a while to go through it. Anyways, welcome back. I'm Carrie. This is Keep It Simple DIY if you're new. And let's jump right on in. There's not much to show you, so this won't take very long. Here is the overview of what's in here. Realistically, it's basically empty. So starting down here, I have the zucchini pineapple, the shredded, and the cubed. We have plenty of that. We don't need to can that. I have one of, you guys know, this is the sweet potatoes. I'm going to use it. It's going to be gone at some point. I have a few of these corns left, and I said I wasn't going to can corn again or carrots again, but now I'm thinking I might do like mixed vegetables. I don't know. I might do something. I can say though, 1 whole pint of corn is typically too much corn. Same with carrots. So I'm going back and forth on it. I might, but not now because we have a ton. I have a ton of carrots in pints and in half pints, and then there's more above too. Now these are something that I need to be using up. The chickpeas, those are canned in 2022. But today I just used the last of the black beans. I also used all of the navy beans, and then I've got these are pinto beans, but they are chili flavored. And so this is somewhere that I want to work on soon. And then I've got, of all the littles, we have the other carrots, we have broth. I also have broth in my freezer that I had last time I made broth, but it didn't fit in the canner and I didn't want to do another canner load, so I have to get that out at some point. But Thanksgiving's coming up soon and I might just use the turkey and then do it all at once. I have this balsamic onion jam, this is strawberry jam, this is apple chili jam, and then this is just apple jelly. I don't think I'm going to be adding any jams and jellies because we don't really use them that much, and I think that's all we need for now. Now I've got pork here. I don't use a lot of pork. I don't typically do beef either, so I think I'm just going to call it good with the 4 that I have here. But this is what I kind of want to work on, which is different than what I normally do. These are different soups. This is a farmer's soup, and this is a beef stew. I think I might go for more of these style like ready meals or meals in a jar this year. That's different than what I normally do. So I think I might be going towards that direction. I have a lot of broth plus those 4 half pints we saw below, but I do have the broth that I need to can that's downstairs. And then once we get the turkey, I'm not going to freeze it. I'm just going to can it. Usually I have this whole thing full of broth and then even overflow on top. And right now there isn't any. This is what I'm going to can today. I have 2 pints of a chicken left. That's ugly chicken. I just raw pack it, make it really easy. I need to can more of those, so we're going to start there. And then this is the only other thing I have, which is barbecue sauce. So like this whole row is empty, and then up here is all empty as well, I think. I can't see up there. You guys let me know if it's not. Okay, so here's our before shot. Let's go start getting some things canned. And then hopefully within the next few weeks, we will have a nice after where this whole thing is full. I just bought a bunch of chicken, had it delivered. So I need to get out the jars. I keep all of the jars over here. So I already have 1 down there because it wouldn't fit up here. The most I can fit is 18 at a time when I'm using these wide mouth jars. So I'm gonna get down to 18 in case I can fit them all. So what do we got there? We have 6, 7, 8, 9. 14, 15, 16, 17, Okay, these are all clean because they come out of the dishwasher and then I put them up there. Is this guy in your way? Do you see this? So I'm gonna get all of these over onto this counter. Cool thing about raw packing chicken is that you just put it in the jars. There's no cooking or anything. All I have to do is cut it up, put it in the jars, and then we'll be off to canning. And I'm not even gonna get these jars warmed up. I don't think that's necessary. We'll start with cold jars, we'll do a cold canner. I'm not gonna go through the specifics of exactly every step and how I do it. I'm just gonna have fun with you in the kitchen. If you want those specific steps though, I did film a video like that a few years ago that I will link to. So I do need to get out all the chicken. You guys, I love delivery. It is so convenient. And this is where the chicken happened to be the cheapest. It was $2.69 a pound, plus I had some other discounts on top of that. Okay, so I need to get out cutting board. I'm going to use one of these flimsy ones because then I can just put it right in the dishwasher. I'm not even gonna get out all the stuff yet. I'm just gonna start getting the chicken in the jars and we'll go one step at a time. Okay, so I will cut off any big pieces of fat. Oh wow, I see why. I had originally ordered 3 and the person who was doing the order for me said that 3 wasn't nearly the amount of chicken that was on the order. Asked if I want another one. It makes sense why now. So I prefer to can my chicken with chicken thighs, but these are like $1.50 cheaper a pound. So that's what I did last time. That's what I'm doing this time as well. So it's fine. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have enough to fill all these jars. Hopefully I will, but I also didn't want like a ton of extra chicken. Sometimes I'll buy tons of chicken and I'll do all of my chicken processing at once, which is the canning the chicken and cutting the chicken into whatever shapes I want it cut into for the freezer. But this time I'm only doing the canning and I feel like it feels a lot more manageable to do just little bits at a time. And, you know, even though I don't like the chicken breasts canned as much, they are significantly easier to work with because they don't require as much like tedious cutting. Yeah, normally one chicken breast fills 1 pint. Well, I think we're on, yeah, we're a little off from what it normally is. That's okay, smaller chickens. So I also went through, oh, that's tiny chicken breast, and I organized my like cabinet where I keep all my extra rice and beans and such, and I took out the beans that I have. I don't have any black beans. I just used the rest of the black beans, and I have a bunch of pinto beans. I have navy beans, so I'm wondering, should I buy black beans or should I just can everything but black beans? I mean, I can substitute out any kind of bean in any recipe. Oh my gosh, this is so cold. Cold. So that I think is what I want to do next. I can't do too many things at once though with canning. I always like to do just 1 canner load in a day. Because it just takes so long. It has to build up the pressure, it has to do the full processing, and then it has to completely come down in pressure, and I'm not a fan of doing anything really when it's dark, so I don't want to be dealing with it after the sun's gone down. Hey Milo. I think Milo smelled the chicken. Okay, that did not take very long at all. I need to get those rims wiped though. I did not get as many jars as I was hoping to. Wait, is 18 right? Can I fit 18? Yeah, 8 and 8 is 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I think I took 2 jars too many out. So we'll get 2 jars less than what I was hoping to get, but that'll be okay. How was I thinking 18? Or does 18 fit? 9 and 9? I think it's 16 and 18's if I do the regular mouths. Okay, that is good. Got to get these on. This is one of those things that's like so quick to get it going, but it's going to take a very long time because it's going to take a long time to build up to pressure because these are cold. And then, oh, I need more of these. It's also going to take a long time to process because it's chicken, then a long time to cool down. So only took a few minutes, like maybe 10 minutes to get this prepped, but it's gonna take a whole bunch to get the rest of this done. I also got my book out because I need to remember, I think it's 90 minutes, but I wanna make sure that I have the correct processing time because whenever you're canning, you have to use a safe and tested recipe so that it is safe. And I don't wanna screw that up. I haven't even gotten the water in the canner yet, but since everything's gonna be cold, totally fine. Oh, it feels good to be canning. It has been so long. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the last time. You guys let me know. Have I canned since then? I don't think so. Because usually I can a few things in the summer and just, it wasn't a good garden year. And I think it's because I didn't put any manure on at the beginning of the year. I was trying to do like a free garden year where I don't do anything but water it, which we would be watering the outside edge of our yard anyways, because like if we had shrubbery or whatnot. Okay. Get some water in here, and in the meantime I can grab out some vinegar. We have hard water where I live, so anytime I'm canning I like to put a splash of vinegar in there just so the outsides are pretty. I almost started putting these in here. I'm gonna wait because I'm not gonna be able to lift them from here to there, I don't think. So I'm just getting the bottom little bit filled up. And then I'm debating on these beans. Do I want to put them in the soaker already? I think I'm gonna wait, and then tonight I'll put them in the soaker just in water. Or maybe in the morning I'll do a quick soak. We'll see. I need to calculate. I need to figure out where my calculation is for how many beans does what, because if you've ever canned anything, you know that what they tell you doesn't always end up being the way it is. You know, I think I can get that on. That might have been a little more water than I should have done. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take some of that water out. The worst thing that could happen is this running dry. I don't want that to happen, but I think I had too much. How many did we get down there? 8. Okay. Okay, heat is all the way on. I need to get those other jars put back away. Good news is they're still clean. I didn't let them get touched by any of the chickens, so I can just throw them all back up here. I can always tell by if this is full, I have to do canning because I don't have any more room to store them, and that just means there's not a lot of food in the canning pantry. Up there is kind of the hodgepodge of all different shapes of jars, but over here is where I have all of my regular mouth jars, and that's telling me I need to do a lot of broth because I only really do broth or liquidy things in those for the most part. Here's the beans. There's the last little bit of the tomatoes, but the beans that I'm thinking about canning up. Now I need to figure out where the recipe for the meat is. I think it's 90 minutes. I mean, we have a bit of time before I need to know. Here we go. Oh, 90 is for quart, 75 minutes because this is without bones, hot and raw pack. We did raw pack, 75 minutes. So this is gonna be quite a while. So I'm gonna go sit down for a little bit and then I'll start the timer once I see some steam coming out of there. Then we'll get the weight on, we'll do more timers, and a few hours later, we'll have jars coming out of here. I'm just getting ready to start the timer. We just hit 15 pounds of pressure. I'm just waiting to have this little guy start wiggling. It's currently 250 and this started heating up at 215. So it's been 35 minutes before we even got to the point of starting the 75-minute timer. It is currently 4:53. The little pressure valve there just came down. I am going to take some gloves because I really don't like getting burned by the steam, and I find that if I don't use gloves, I get burned by the steam. I'm going to take these, and I'm just going to let this sit like this for just a few minutes because I want a lot of that steam to come out, and that way it has a little bit of time to get used to the temperature. I did get out the beans though. So this is for tomorrow's canning project. I have the full 2 pounds of navy beans here. And then I took out 1 pound, 6 ounces of pinto beans, and I'll can those as well. So my note said that for Great Northern beans, it filled 9 quarts with 4 pounds. So I had 2 pounds, and that would fill 9 pints, because that's half of a quart. So 9, and I can only fit 8 on the bottom and 1 on the top. So then I don't need a full 2 pounds of pinto beans, so I did less. So theoretically, I will have 1 full canner load. A little later tonight, I will go and add water to both of these, and then we will deal with them in the morning. But for now, I think this is ready for me to take off. It's sat for a little bit. Okay. So now we just take these out. Beautiful. I'm always worried that they are going to explode or break, and I just don't. Burns are not my thing. I mean, they're nobody's thing, but I'm always a little scared about this part. Let me tell you, the broth on these is such a golden color. Let's grab this out. Yeah, so it's already pretty much dark. It's not totally dark outside, but the blinds are already down. There's no way. For those of you who can at night, how do you do it? I'm like, it's dark, it's time to be done for the day. It's not even 5 o'clock. Here they are. We've been hearing the pings, the happy canning song. So we will see these again in the morning. So my plan is to leave these here overnight. Tomorrow, mid-morning, early afternoon, I will go through and check them. So we'll see them in the morning. So I'm gonna end this video here, and then, did you hear that? And then the next one, we will be checking these, we'll be canning the beans, and we'll just keep this rolling until we get that pantry stocked back up. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here and haven't yet, please subscribe. I'd love to see you. I will leave some other fun canning videos for you here, and I will see you tomorrow when we finish up this project. Bye-bye.